Hi, my name is Rachel Smith, and I'm here to present my advertising campaign plan for Nebraska School of Martial Arts. I just want to open with a quote by Mark Twain. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. I just wanted to bring this to the presentation because I really think it's relevant, and that sounds so vague, but everything, if you can get your brand awareness out there into the public and really work hard on advertising and putting your name out there as a brand, then people are just going to know you from just seeing and hearing you constantly, and they're going to fall in love with you. So I think the more people can see that you are existing online or existing in the papers or any type of advertising like that, it really makes a difference. So I'll just go through this really quick. I'm Rachel Smith. A little bit about me. I'm a senior here at UNK. I'm graduating in about 4 days, and my major is advertising and public relations with a media production minor. I've had a few internships that have really helped me with this class, and this class has helped me with those internships. So my first one was a year ago, and I was a remote video editor for Udacity Online College, and that was just a little. They pretty much professors put out lectures in video form on this online college, and so I would edit out all of their mess ups and stuff, and I'd go off of a script and kind of make sure that they looked good, pretty much. And then my other two internships, I currently am the Digital Expressions Media Camp intern. So I have a radio spot circulating on all the Nebraska radio stations right now. You may have heard me. And I also have a commercial going on the local channels here in Kearney. And just little things like that. I handle their social media, like their Facebook page and their website. I've updated their website, and then I also am working at USA Communications. I'm an intern there for I'm a digital marketing specialist intern. So basically, I help with video production and print advertising, as well as just website design in general. I've built a few websites for their clients that they have for marketing and such for billboards. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me. In this picture, if you're wondering, I don't really have a very good headshot. But this is my fiance, so I'll just throw in that I'm getting married soon, and I'm pretty darn excited. So, moving right along, a little bit about our client, which is you. You are the Nebraska School of Martial Arts and was founded by John Cahill in 2004. And it is in the industry of martial arts, self-defense, taekwondo, sports and fitness, and leadership in general. According to NSMA's website, their mission is to instill confidence, leadership, self-respect, and focus. To get the client's brand well known in the community, we need to advertise their mission statement and promise in an effective way. So that's how I can help you guys. That's how I can help, really put your brand awareness out there. And it's really one of the easiest ways to get well known is just, improving your online presence and really standing out from the rest. I have a couple of examples here that I want to kind of run by for marketing and advertising objectives. Now, I've learned these straight from my textbook in advertising campaigns, but I'm just going to go through them here. Don't say it, demonstrate it. Now, this rule is all about showing what one is selling and helps customers keep the product or service in their minds. So NSMA can use this strategy to record videos of some kind or their self-defense moves and their students to show the public what they're truly about. It's all about showing the face of the company. It's just the martial arts moves, and also the instructors, the owners, everything that can really make them more personable to the public and just show them what you're about. My second objective is to be honest to a fault. Now, the book explains this rule of how you're selling. You shouldn't be selling by exaggerating in any way. So really be honest to your brand and represent yourself as you'd want others to see you and perceive you. This rule would be used by you guys because you're known to be honest and respectful as a business, and lying is just not what you're about. It's just not what you do. And as a self-defense class, and you really really focus on respect in that aspect. So if you're honest, the public will see it. It will reflect in your posts, in your social media or online presence. So now there's a few campaign concepts and advertising tactics that I want to go through, and I think the creative strategy I've chosen for our client here is resonance. So resonance is the attempt to evoke stored experiences of prospects to endow products while relevant meaning or significance. With relevant meaning or significance. Sorry, that's straight from the textbook. This strategy will focus mainly around informing the public about the brand itself, as well as the importance of its existence. Now, to achieve this, what will need to be done is regularly updating the social media and promoting their current students' achievements. So every little thing, every ribbon, just put that student on the Facebook page. Be like, oh, look, they just got a new belt, and they just perfected their punch or something. I'm terrible with terminology. I'm so sorry, but little things like that really help the community understand. Oh, they care about their students so much that they get so excited about their achievements, and that's really important. Now, another tactic that can be used online is just making them smile and making them laugh. You might be wondering, why is there a panda on this slide? I've been looking at it and she hasn't discussed it yet. Well, I have an example here of Kung Fu Panda because, there's just making people laugh and smile. There's a couple examples to do this. And a successful way to do this is, from my experience, I've on social media they could post a video of this panda doing a martial arts move right side by side, clipping it next to a video of a student doing the exact same move at the same time if possible. If not, people would get the point. But just posting that on social media, maybe boosting it or making it an advertisement would really show the public, of all ages, oh man, that's so cool, I'd like to show that to my kid, or the kid will say, oh my gosh, I want to show this to my mom and I want to sign up so I can look just like this panda, and I really want to know how to do the karate along with the movie or something, something like that. And another example would be making a little video from when the student first started to when they're done learning at the school and showing how they've improved over the years, This doesn't have to be a time lapse or anything specific like that, but if you take one kid and he started when he was in 4th grade and he ended when he was a junior in high school, say, and you had him do a variation, like a beginner's move of a kick in the beginning, all the way to like a spin kick at the end, maybe record him doing a kick once a year. And sure, it's going to take time, but if you do that with a lot of students and just, post those every now and then on the page, be like, look at how they've improved. It means a lot to the public, and it shows that you really care about your students. And so that'll make them smile and make them really happy that they've followed you or liked your page just to see the little things that you care about. And lastly, a simple yet effective way to make the public smile is something that a lot of businesses already do on Twitter. and that is to retweet or respond to people's tweets. Now, all you have to do is, like, here's a quick example. If there's a meme of Jackie Chan doing a cool kick, have maybe retweet or add a caption saying, "Hey, we can teach you how to do this," or "Psh, we can do that," or something funny that'll grab the attention and grab attention and really make the community happy and a little bit curious at the same time. I know personally that if a business has ever responded to my tweet when I wasn't really directly at them, I would retweet it because I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm famous. This one business saw my tweet, and it goes all. It gets pretty fun. Now, I'll give you a couple examples here. So, like Wendy's and Taco Bell, sometimes they'll make a little snide comments that aren't necessarily nice, but they draw attention, and a lot of them are funny, and they get screenshotted and turned into memes, and then those memes go viral, and voila, you're well known, and everybody knows you. So, still keeping that honesty image, but politely or, jokingly or kindly responding will really grab the attention just by searching those hashtags on Twitter and saying, hey, we can help you out if you want to learn how to defend yourself, or if you want a little bit more confidence, come here, and things like that. So, moving right along to my media strategy. Now, our target audience right now is mainly male and females between a very broad range, 8 and 50 years old. I know a lot of students are actually, in their youth, teenagers or younger. But I think the target audience could really be branched out to adults as well. And so that's why I put the age for in between 8 and 50 years old is about when people could learn martial arts, or even younger than 8. I know there's younger classes, and this is where the main audience that we're looking for, the target audience, their lifestyle should feel kind of like they need self-defense, confidence, respect, discipline, or self-esteem boost, or something like that. I know that I've read a research paper about just simple ways to improve marriages by boosting confidence and things like that through martial arts. And I think it's really powerful in that sense, and that could be something the target audience could be promoted by. People who take this class should feel the need to boost their physical fitness and strength as well as mental health, or use martial arts as a release for their everyday lives. So, long day at work, maybe they want to go kick a board or something. And I do want to talk about influencers, and Google Reviews is a really good example of this. Now, reviews of any kind on any platform are very important, and heck, a Yelp review could be important, but just rewarding those good reviews by posting them on your page or something can really not only inspire others to post good reviews, but it'll show to the public that you really care about what people think about your brand and your personality. So, just rewarding those great reviews and really asking a lot of your clients and students like that to post their Google reviews in order to get that 5-star rating, because a lot of people are influenced. I know I've learned from my internships that a lot of people will just Google something, and if it doesn't have a good rating, or if it has no rating at all, they'll be like, whatever, it's nothing, and they won't even look into it. But if they say, oh, there's a 5-star rating with a few really good, sincere reviews, then they're more likely to call and really talk to the owner or the business and ask more about them. And this is good for Facebook as well, because if you have a really good online presence, then people are going to be more likely to contact you through Facebook Messenger and things like that. And that's what you want them to ask questions. You want them to really communicate and interact with you, so you can get them as a student. Now, media mix is it's kind of a mixture between traditional media and modern media. So it refers to measuring out what categories need the most emphasis through target audience, geographical areas, time periods, brands, and media types according to the textbook. Examples of traditional strategies that I would recommend for this business would be radio and newspaper. Now, these are kind of older forms of advertising, but they are effective. Now, for newspaper, I suggest printing your own. There's a couple ways to do this. You can either buy an ad in the newspaper, and it might be pretty expensive depending how big you get it. It'll most likely be black and white depending on how much money you spend. But the easiest way to do this is make your own ad, however big you want it, and print it yourself in color. Print about 100 per week or something like that. Not 100, probably more than that. And then ask the newspaper to put them in as just flyers or handouts of some kind. Now this may seem like, they're just loose leaf pieces of paper, they're going to fall out of the paper. Well, that's actually kind of what you want, because if someone's picking up their paper and something falls out, they have to physically pick up your ad and hold it in their hand and look at it before they can put it anywhere else on the table, in the trash, whatever. But they have to actually look at it. Whereas if you buy an ad in the paper, it's about the same price as just printing them yourself, but people can easily just flip past a page and completely ignore your advertisement. So I really do believe in that loose leaf type form of paper. Now for radio, I've learned through my internships that if you want to really get in people's heads, it's good to buy at least 52 radio spots a week. You can kind of test this out, maybe do that for a month, and really, practice and hire someone or learn your own radio, 30-second script, and send it in and have it play, and just really grab people's attention that way. And people going to and from school, parents and kids, they'll hear it, and over time they'll be like, you know what, I hear this guy a lot. I really want to go check out the martial arts school. So it's really important. And that's kind of going into so different modern strategy examples, different modern media. Examples would be just your Facebook, your social media, things like that. YouTube is a really good source because you can just once you post a video, you can kind of post it on multiple platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those things, and really kind of make your posts rotate a little bit by bringing them around different media posts through YouTube. Facebook is an easy one. We've talked about that. Facebook and Instagram, you can both boost things, which leads me to my next slide. We're going to actually talk about the budget really quick. Now, Facebook boosts you can put any amount down, and basically it's just giving you a bigger reach in the Facebook community. So it's attaching, people who did see this post, based on that, the Facebook algorithm will say, well, maybe the friends of these people will like this post, and it'll really make it branch out, so you get more reactions, impressions, reach, everything like that. And it'll make your page views go up. And across other platforms as well, we have Instagram, which if you do end up doing a Facebook advertisement, it will automatically cross-post to Instagram if you attach your account. So that's actually a really great way to get another free advertisement out there. YouTube, we've talked about that earlier, and Twitter, that's just a lot of interactions, like I had said, and that's free. And if you just you can look into this, there's a lot of different courses that are free to use through these platforms that you can go through in the marketing side. I do want to talk really quickly about the website. It is free to update if you really just put the time into it. I do have a website I want to suggest to you. It's called hotjar.com, and basically it's just it's a free, you just make an account, it's a free website to use, and you just paste this little piece of code on all of your pages on the website, and you can track, it'll record your guests or people who visit your website, and you can see where they get confused on the page, and that's where you can update things. So you can say, oh, this guy, he read this paragraph, and then he got confused on how to sign up or how to contact me. And so I should maybe put a button right below this paragraph so he knows exactly how to sign up. You know, things like that. So I really recommend that. They have great tutorials on the website, so you don't have to worry about getting confused or lost by this brief little tidbit that I added. But definitely check it out. It's really interesting. I just made this graph really quick to track how you can, this is a little example on ways you can track over time just the media strategy implementation. Now, a lot of the platforms that I had recommended, other than newspapers and radio, which you might need to put in yourself, they have analytics kind of looking like this. You're usually line graphs, and they're usually over time, and instead I used impressions over media platforms. But you can kind of track on these different platforms like Facebook over time. Oh, so this post on this day did really, really well. And so I want to go back to this post from last month and make a different variation of it because the public really seemed to like it. I only boosted it for like $10 or something like that. And really track your changes, track and see how you have been doing and how you can improve. I just made a quick example for you for an ad. I actually didn't make this at all. I found this on Google, but this is something that you could easily put on Facebook. You could put it on a billboard, a poster around town. I know that they have banners outside of Qdoba and things like that. Something big, something people can read, but it can also be posted pretty much anywhere. See, Facebook has just recently put out something where they don't like a lot of text on ads. And so this is actually a really great ad example because it has very little text, a lot of pictures, and it'll go really far because Facebook likes to spread out ads more when they don't have a lot of writing on them. And that's just a weird thing that they've recently updated on. But yeah, I hope you liked my presentation. I'll leave you with one last thing. Your brand is only as strong as the time you put into it. So, you know, really try and put in the time to really go across all social media platforms and become known to the public through brand awareness. And that's really, really crucial to success for any business in this day and age, just because a lot of people don't even really read the paper. A lot of the older generations, if you want to get the parents more involved, definitely do the radio and newspaper, but more modern strategies are better if you want those teenagers and younger. So I hope this helped at all, and good luck.